Imagine hearing that two of the biggest names in artificial intelligence are about to split up. For weeks, reports suggested that Microsoft was slowly replacing OpenAI's technology with its own AI models. Many people believed one of the most successful partnerships in tech history was coming to an end. Then, almost overnight, OpenAI made a surprising announcement. It said that GPT 5.6 is now the preferred model for Microsoft 365 Copilot. Suddenly, everyone started asking the same question. If Microsoft is building its own AI, why is it still choosing OpenAI's newest model? Are these companies partners, competitors, or somehow both at the same time? The answer reveals just how complicated the AI industry has become. Let's break it all down. To understand this story, we first need to go back a few years. When ChatGPT became a global success, Microsoft was already one of OpenAI's biggest partners. The company invested billions of dollars in OpenAI. It provided massive cloud computing through Azure, and in return, Microsoft gained access to OpenAI's powerful AI models. That partnership helped create products like Microsoft Copilot. Instead of writing documents completely by yourself, Copilot could help. It could summarize meetings, write emails, create PowerPoint presentations, analyze Excel spreadsheets, and answer questions inside Microsoft Office. Millions of people began using these AI tools every day. For a while, the relationship looked perfect. Microsoft supplied the infrastructure, OpenAI supplied the intelligence. Both companies benefited. But the AI industry moves incredibly fast. As demand for AI exploded, Microsoft also started building its own large language models. Why? Because depending on another company for your most important technology can become expensive. It can also limit flexibility. If Microsoft develops its own AI, it can reduce costs, optimize performance, and have greater control over its products. That's why reports recently suggested Microsoft had started using some of its own AI models inside certain Microsoft 365 applications to reduce its dependence on OpenAI. Those reports quickly sparked speculation that the partnership might be weakening. Then came the surprise. OpenAI announced that GPT 5.6 is now the preferred model for Microsoft 365 Copilot. According to OpenAI, the new model family will continue powering AI experiences across Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other Microsoft 365 productivity tools. At first, that sounds like a complete contradiction. If Microsoft wants its own AI, why continue using OpenAI? The answer is actually simpler than many people think. Technology companies often compete and cooperate at the same time. Think about smartphones. Apple competes with Samsung, yet Samsung has supplied components for Apple devices. Car manufacturers sometimes buy engines, batteries, or software from competitors. Business partnerships are rarely simple. The same idea applies to AI. Microsoft is investing in its own models, but it also continues working with OpenAI. Instead of choosing only one solution, the company can use whichever model works best for a particular task. OpenAI described GPT 5.6 as the preferred model. Notice the wording. It didn't say the only model. That leaves room for Microsoft to continue experimenting with its own AI technologies while still relying on OpenAI where it makes sense. So, what exactly is GPT 5.6? It's OpenAI's newest family of AI models. According to the company, the models are designed to provide stronger reasoning, better reliability, improved coding, and more efficient performance across many professional tasks. For Microsoft users, that could mean better writing assistance, smarter spreadsheet analysis, improved document creation, and more accurate AI responses inside everyday workplace software. Most users probably won't even notice which model is running behind the scenes. They'll simply notice whether Copilot becomes faster, smarter, or more helpful. Another interesting part of this story is how AI competition has changed. A few years ago, companies competed to build the smartest chatbot. Today, they're competing across multiple areas: AI models, cloud infrastructure, custom chips, enterprise software, AI agents, search engines, and productivity tools. Every major technology company wants to control as much of the AI ecosystem as possible. That doesn't mean partnerships disappear. Instead, they become more complicated. OpenAI and Microsoft now have one of the most unusual relationships in technology. They're strategic partners, they're major business collaborators, and in some areas, they're also competitors. That may sound strange, but it's becoming increasingly common in the AI industry. Another reason Microsoft continues working with OpenAI is simple: customers. Millions of businesses already use Microsoft 365 every day. Those customers expect the best AI experience possible. If OpenAI's newest model performs better for certain tasks, Microsoft has every reason to include it. At the same time, if Microsoft's own models become better for other workloads, the company may choose those instead. The goal isn't loyalty, it's performance. Of course, building advanced AI isn't cheap. Training frontier AI models cost billions of dollars. Running them requires enormous data centers, thousands of powerful GPUs, massive electricity supplies, and teams of engineers working around the clock. Because the investment is so large, every decision matters. Choosing the right AI model can affect speed, cost, reliability, and customer satisfaction. That's why companies constantly test multiple systems. Artificial intelligence has become one of the most competitive industries in history. OpenAI faces competition from Google, Anthropic, Meta, xAI, Amazon, and increasingly Microsoft itself. Yet competition doesn't always mean separation. Sometimes the strongest competitors are also important partners. Looking ahead, experts believe partnerships like this will become more common. Companies may build some technology internally, license other technologies, and partner where it creates the most value. The future of AI probably won't belong to one company. It will be shaped by networks of partnerships, shared infrastructure, and constant innovation. So, does OpenAI's announcement mean all the breakup rumours were false? Not exactly. Microsoft is still investing heavily in its own AI capabilities, but OpenAI's confirmation makes one thing very clear: their partnership remains active. GPT 5.6 will continue playing a major role inside Microsoft 365 Copilot, at least for now. The bigger lesson from this story is that the AI race isn't just about replacing competitors. Sometimes it's about working together while competing at the same time. And in today's technology industry, that may be the smartest strategy of all. If you enjoyed this video and want more easy to understand videos about AI, OpenAI, Microsoft, startups, and the latest technology news, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.